Hello, I'm Corey Breininger. Welcome to the Architecture Model Shop. And in this video, I'm going to show you some of the techniques that you would use using the drill press. So this particular drill press, it's a Powermatic. It's a really nice one. I'll show you some of the features that it has. It has a table that moves up and down. And in order to move it up and down, there's a lock right here. And you loosen this. There's a handle on the far side over here. You crank it up and down. It'll go up and it'll go down. You must loosen it in order to get it to move up and down. I'll bring it up just a little bit, about to there, I think. And then go ahead and lock it again. Now we have the speed set. We don't think you need to change this speed, but what you do is you turn this thing on, loosen the knob, and you can push it and you can increase the RPMs. We don't really think you need to do that. It's at a nice RPM for the type of work that we do. Now, I have a drill bit here, and here's how you load this thing. This is done by hand. It loads in the bottom like this, then rotate this until it tightens up, then this knurled knob up here, and with your hand, just give it a little bit of a crank like that, and it should come up fairly tight, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill a hole in this chunk of wood, and I'm gonna show you what happens with the drill press when you drill that hole. And some of the things you need to look out for, and ways of giving yourself some good clean cuts. Some drill bits, by the way they're made at the tip down here, they're actually designed to draw themselves down into the wood. Well, in the drill press, it can't draw itself down in. So what it tries to do, it tries to pull the wood up. And I've seen occasions where the wood was actually pulled up, got stuck in it, and it's spinning at high speed, and it's hitting someone's hand. I've actually sprained a finger with that kind of a problem in the past. So in order to keep that from happening, this plate that I have on here has a couple of hold downs. You place this guy on like this. You don't need massive pressure. It's just supposed to hold it down so it doesn't ride up the drill bit. So I've got one just finger tight and a second one just finger tight like that, okay? Not much. That can't ride up. So I'm going to put on the safety glasses. Pull out the knob. It starts, it's running around just under 500 RPMs. That should do. Straight down into the wood. I just went through. You'll know when you go through, the pressure quits. So now I've got it turned off. Loosen these, slide them off, and you have a real nice cut. Of course, there was a piece of paper in the back of this thing. So I'm going to do this cut again. I'm going to miss that paper. Now, you notice the top cut looks pretty clean, but on the bottom, it's possible to get tear out. That blade, that bit did a real nice job, so you didn't get much tear out on this particular piece of wood. But on plywood, if you try to cut plywood, which I can do real quick, here's a chunk. I won't let it ride up. I don't know if you noticed it, but it did try to ride up with that last cut. Small piece of plywood, but if I'm right, let's hope I'm right. There's the tear out, right there. You don't want that. You don't want that to happen to your nice piece of wood you just spent a bunch of money on. So and slow down your project. So here's what you can do to keep that from happening. What you have to have is a backing piece of material. Now I can use this to actually get that. And this time I'm going to run it in like this with that tag up. And again, I'm going to put it in with this little hold down. That'll prevent any write-up. That's in real tight, good and solid. Yeah, I just went through it all. Spin those off, and you've got this nice clean cut on top. You've got that nice clean cut on the bottom and no tear out. So that's how you want to make